And until after she told me, I was like, okay, but then I knew she still wanted to explore him. And then at the time I was just like, this is just weird. Like, to me, like, it's first bombshell.
Do you think though, Huda, that now looking back,
second bombshell, sorry. Second rack of bombshells.
But now looking back at that Amaya moment, like let's use that as an example. You going and being pissed at Amaya, even if she had watched, that's her job as a bombshell.
And that's what I had to learn. You know what I mean? I had to learn that. Like, it's new. This is not the real world. Like, this is very different. You have to adjust to this shit.
Do you now see how people on the internet could be upset with you, being like, that is like fucked, that you're going 100%. At Amaya? It's not Amaya's fault.
No, did they show anything of me saying like,
oh, what?
No, anything of me saying like, okay, oh, I didn't know that you didn't know, blah blah blah.
I don't think we saw that.
Weird.
Okay. At one point,
I'm so sorry. Can I point on something on that last thing?
Yes.
So I was gonna say also at this time as well, that's when all the boys were like pushing Jeremiah, like, go explore, go explore, go explore. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And it made me just be like, damn, like all these boys are encouraging this man to do this. And it's like, damn, you're encouraging him to like leave me, basically. Because none of the guys like liked me, really.
Okay, pause. Why?
Bitch, it beats me. Like, I don't fucking know. And there might be things that I haven't seen that I gotta go look at. But, you know, a lot of the time, like, I feel as though people didn't want me and Jeremiah to be together.
Why? If you had to give your best guess, why do you think people were so upset? And I get, as it got on and it got toxic, fine. People were like, this is fucking up the villa.
Stage,
but the very, very beginning, they did not want this. Why do you think, if you can come up with your best guess?
They have their own narrative on like what to do in Love Island. And like, yes, you're supposed to explore, but if someone wants to lock in, let them lock in. Like, if someone wants to explore, let them explore. Like, let them do whatever they want. It's their own narrative. It's their own life.
They were very fixated on it.
It was a big topic in the villa. Like, everybody only talked about me and Jeremiah.
Especially Ace. He was fixated on you and Jeremiah.
So I've heard.
That is a fucking fact. Like, this man, half the time, I think most of the time I was looking at tweets, people were like, can this man give Shelly half the energy in the beginning days that he's giving Huda and Jeremiah? Like, bro, get in your own relationship. Stop getting in theirs. Even if it's toxic, even if it's whatever, like, let them do their thing. Before this seeped into affecting the whole villa, I'm talking about. We're not there yet. But at one point, Ace literally questioned, what happened to you in your past that made you move so quickly in your dating life? Looking back, do you think his concerns were valid, or do you think he was crossing the line?
I think his concerns were valid. I think that, you know, he has a right to ask me these things, which is fine. And like, honestly, I respect people who talk and ask me things. Like, I would rather someone have that conversation with me rather than assume. That's something that would happen a lot in the villa. No one would sit down and ask me, hey, why is it that you do these type of things? And I respect people that do that. In all honesty, I really do.
Can you confirm, was there ever any sexual tension between you and Ace?
Yeah, at one point I liked him. I definitely did. Like, there was a point where I definitely found him attractive. I thought he was really cute. I did not kiss him for nothing. Like,
yeah. Have you seen now the screenshots that people have posted confirming that Ace used to like a lot of your Instagram photos?
So I've seen.
Before you guys even got to the villa.
So I've seen. I've heard excuses. That is something where I can't say it's beyond me. That is his own words to be telling. It is beyond me, whether it's AI, whether he blames it on someone else, whether it's whatever, like, it's beyond me. I've heard that he's unliked all of them. Like, I don't know. I've heard, these are a word of ear. I've only been here for so long. Like, I haven't been able to catch one. I'm trying, bitch.
Okay. Can you clarify for me, how early on were you and Jeremiah intimate?
Oh, damn. I don't even know. Like, honestly, I don't remember.
Okay.
Even when people were saying like, oh, we did shit, like, it was like, you can't fully do shit in there. Like, yeah, we had sex, but it wasn't like full on boo-boo. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
What was that noise you just made?
Boo-boo. Like, there's not full, like, boom chicka boom, the bow chicka bow bow. Like, it wasn't like full, you know.
But you were like, you were intimate pretty early.
Yeah, we were.
How do you think that complicated things, if it did?
I think that you should definitely, from learning from my mistakes, like, especially coming out of this, don't do that. That's all I will say. Like, don't do it. Like, that is a no-no. I think that a lot of times when guys end up getting what they want, it changes their character. And
You felt that way?
I did. I don't think I spoke on it, but there's things that I felt a lot in the villa that I never spoke on, but I clocked.
Why?
Because I didn't really have much people to talk to about it. That's why a lot of time, like with psych and stuff, like I would ask for her so I could talk about it.
What did you feel about post being intimate with him? What was the shift?
Like when I would ask him to do like nice things for me, because like a lot of the guys in the villa were doing really cute, thoughtful things for their girls and couples, and they weren't even on the level of like intimacy as we were or anything, and like they weren't saying the things that we were saying to each other. That's why the love bombing, like, hey, you got what you wanted. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, like there was that, and I would ask of things, and like people were always like, Huda, I saw people were saying like, oh, she's so needy, she's so this, she's so that. What does mine say? I'm not your cup of tea, don't drink it. Like the fuck.
But I think it's interesting to hear you with, especially with love bombing, which we'll eventually get to. But you're talking about the phase where you're being lifted up like you're this princess and you're the world and you're his girl and you're all these things, and then you basically get physical and you feel discarded. And it's kind of like, I got what I needed. And now I think it's important. I'm not saying everything that you went on to do was correct, but I do think it's good that we're kind of just like walking through slowly, because any woman listening, I hope you haven't experienced it, but I have. So I can sit across from you and say I've been there, where there is this horrible feeling when you realize, oh my God, did he love the chase? And then I gave in and I had sex with him, and now it's not as enticing to him. It's not as interesting. And so you being like, can you just do little cute things for me? You're really just trying to see, like,
I was like, damn, it's only physical. Like I was like, fuck. Yeah, you're making me breakfast in the morning, but like sometimes it's more than just breakfast in the morning. And then people are like, oh, you're not doing something for him. I'm not giving wifey shit to men who don't fucking deserve it.
Can you explain Pancake Gate to me?
Bitch. Oh, can I explain this to you though before I do that?
Yes.
So there was times where like I would express to him what I wanted from him, and like I would be like, hey, can you do this for me? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And they would never do it. And it drove me crazy, because it was like every single day I'd be like, hey, like, and it's a lot for me to come up to someone and be like, hey, this is what I want, because I always get scared I'm gonna push them away. And I would say like, hey, and it's one of our conversations we had early on, is like, I have a hard time asking for things. And yes, I've done it a lot in the show, but it's like, it's because I'm getting out of my fucking comfort zone. I'm trying to ask for things, and I'm trying to be communicative and like speak about it, what I'm feeling. Because the whole point, how are you feeling? Like all the time. And so I brought things up to him, and he would say he was going to do, oh yeah, I have this and I have this and I have this plan. I'm going to do this, this, and this for you. I'm like, okay, yay. I'm sitting there waiting like for the day. Nothing. I'm like, that would drive any girl crazy.
Without a doubt. My question though back to you is, do you think that you reciprocate the same standards that you hold your partners to?
When I'm with somebody, like, and they're showing me days on end that they truly give a fuck about me, getting to know me, about showing me that they like me more than just words, but through actions, then I'm the type of person, like, girl, with my ex, he switched his career every 2 seconds. Every single time he'd be like, oh, I want to decorate shoes. I said, okay, cool. Bought him everything for it. Oh, I want to go run track. I was at the field with him. Oh, I want to do this. I would do XYZ with him. Like, I'm such a supportive partner. I love uplifting and motivating whoever I'm with. That is my big thing. I think that you can do anything you want and you set your mind to. And I feel like every man needs that. They need a woman who's their cheerleader. And that's who I am in a relationship. Like, that's what I do. I love taking care of somebody. I'm a mom. Like, I love taking care of somebody, making someone feel okay. I like when I have, like, if I'm actually like with somebody, I love cooking for them. I love cleaning, doing their laundry, massages. I love doing all of those things for my partner. And in past relationships, I'm 100% that girl, and I do that.
What do you think was the actual first crack in you and Jeremiah's relationship?
Oh my God, I'd have to like deep dive. Can you remind me of like key points that would happen?
I mean, I definitely think after you guys were intimate, I felt you understandably being needier, like wanting more validation external from physical. And it almost felt like that, like, pursuer regressor situation where you were going to him being like, can you do this? Can you do this?
He would run away.
And he would run away. And then it was
almost, and I felt that in person. And it just makes you want to run more to them. Like, you want to be like, hey, like, can I do this? Can I do that? Like, am I like, are you mad at me? Or like, and I'm always that person, like, are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong? You know, one of the big talks me and him had before we even started anything was, we're going to communicate. We have to communicate. We're going to tell each other everything. And he told me I could tell him everything. So I did. Anytime I was feeling something, I would tell him. And, you know, everyone has expectations for their partner, like what they want. And I think at the time, like I was thinking about like what could be. And I wasn't thinking about like the reality of it and like seeing it for how it was. And at that point, it was like too late for me to even explore others because everyone had their mind made up about me. They're like, oh, yeah, she's so locked in and she's this and she's that. And it's like, great. So, like, now I really don't have an option if I wanted to. So, I'm forced to make this work.
At one point in the season, Jeremiah told Iris, even though that you guys were going through this rough patch, he was still focused on you. You were his girl. He was validating your relationship, but you were upset that he had confided in Iris. Why was that something that made you uncomfortable?
I don't like when people talk about like our business personally. Maybe I've done it in the past. I'm hypocritical, but like I don't like it. I mean, I've learned from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I gonna do that? No. Like, do you know? Everyone fucks up. But yeah, no, I just didn't want him to tell that to someone I don't know.
So I get that, you being upset. And I think what people got frustrated with you during the season, Huda, was like, a lot of times your feelings were valid. That's so valid for you to be like, why are you telling another woman about our issues that like she likes you and you guys have kissed and like what, this is messy. Please don't talk
and
about
I'm sorry,
our
but when
shit.
he's walking in, she's like, and stuff like freaking the fuck out about it. I'm like, you're giving me the ick, brother. Like, get the fuck out of my face.
But see, okay, Huda, what I'm saying is your feeling is valid.
Yeah.
But your reaction a lot of the time, you took it too far to the point then where you were basically losing your credibility.
Remember when I told you that there's a lot of things that play into how you react emotionally in there?
Yes.
Is that right? No, it's not right. And it's my first time in an environment like that. Never in my life have I been in an environment like that. Usually I can just have that conversation when I want to or feel the feelings like privately or do, you know what I'm saying? And in terms of like crash outs, for example, bitch, we all fucking crash out. Like everybody crashes the fuck out. And in all honesty, if someone says, oh, you're doing too much, I know damn well your ass fucking crashed out in your room alone in 2018 over fucking Jacoby. Like, what the fuck? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Mine was just fucking caught on national television. Do I think I could have handled that a lot better? Yeah. And that's what taking accountability and learning from your mistakes is.
Can you talk to me about this communication breakdown? It seems like you and Jeremiah got to this point where you guys were always arguing. You could not get it right. Like we hit this one point in the season where it was like, holy fucking shit, they actually can't have one civilized conversation. When you would talk about things, why do you think the communication was breaking down so heavily?
So I think that at a point I was scared that things weren't going to work. And I like at one point I knew that I had no other options in there, first of all. And that, I mean, it's partially my fault. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I didn't prevent that from happening. And, you know, and that's the thing, I made mistakes in there and I've had to learn throughout the season that, hey, you shouldn't do that. But there was little things that built up where it was like, okay, you know, I'm asking you like, hey, do you want to play ping pong with me? Like, I really want to play ping pong and you don't want to play with me, but you pull Iris and play with her. You've never pulled me the entire season to play ping pong. It's like little things that like mean something to me. And people say, oh, you're so nitpicky. You're so this, you're so that. Okay. There's things that I like in a relationship. There's things I want in a relationship. The right man is going to do all of those things.
When the shocking recoupling happening where America split you and Jeremiah up, going into that night, like what were your feelings about your relationship? And then how did you feel when you found out that you guys got split up?
At that point, I think I felt fine in the relationship. I can't remember vividly exactly what happened. I would have to watch it back. Like I really don't. I just remember that I felt fine. Because I was like, oh, you know, couples argue, like we can work on things, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I'm willing to work through this and yada, yada, yada. And then when it happened, I was like, what? I was so confused. I was like, America fucking hates me. I was having a full-blown panic attack. Full-blown panic attack off camera, like full-blown. They're sitting there with me like, okay, like calm down, like you're gonna be okay. I'm like, I failed as a mother. I fucked up. Like I'm like, America fucking hates me. Like my daughter's gonna come back and her mom's gonna be the worst, the most hated person in the world. And I was like, now she has to live with that. Like I'm gonna cry again because it's like I'm reliving it. But sorry, anytime I talk about my daughter, I cry. But so I was like, I failed. At that point, I was like, I failed. Um, and it was a terrible feeling. I'm so thankful. That's why I say luck is a big thing. I'm just so thankful that I had an opportunity to redeem myself, not once, but twice. First time, did I do that to the full extent? No. Because I was convinced maybe I can make things work still. And I knew that, for example, Pepe didn't want to explore me because, me and Jeremiah were still locked in. And with Jalen wasn't my type. And he's a sweet guy, but like he wasn't my type. And they always say, explore people that aren't your type. And there I knew what my type was and that's what I wanted. But yeah, I was convinced that I could maybe make things work and fix things. I came to the point it wasn't. Then I got saved again.
But even that moment, Huda, again, all we see is you're on the chopping block. You almost go home. He recouples with Iris and you go up to the makeup room and you are hysterical. You're sobbing. You're so emotional.
So you want to know why? I don't know if they didn't show this part, but this was a big, big, big part. And this is the literal reason why I was sobbing so much up there. I am there for Jeremiah 24/7. Always checking on him. When he's arguing with the boys and he's sad and whatever, I'm there for him like, hey, like it's okay. You're going to be okay. When in that moment, I'm hysterically crying. Taylor is sitting there comforting me the whole time. When we're off camera, he's comforting me. Taylor's scared as fuck, but he's comforting me, okay? Same goes when Taylor was in there and I'm purposely saying out loud, hey, Taylor, do you want to help me with my coffee? Like trying to see, hey, is Jeremiah going to see that? Jeremiah's standing right there. I'm trying to see if he's going to step up and be like, no, like you're not making my girl coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted that from him to show him, like, show me, hey, I want to do these things for you. Ask me, hey, would you like a coffee? Like, something like that. And in that moment after the chopping block, I was hysterically crying because of how much I felt like I failed. I'm crying. Charlie goes home. Jeremiah does not check on me once.
We saw that.
You did? Like he didn't check on me at all. I'm always checking on this man. He never checked on me. The one time I really needed him, he was not there for me.
That was a rough watch because you were saying like my husband would never. Like what kind of man is that? Like where is he?
And he's more focused on himself at that time. And there's so many times where like I was still there for him regardless of what was going on. Like I was always there. And I always made sure he was okay. Look at the milk challenge. I sat there for a minute. They only showed a quick clip, but I sat there for a minute like, I'm so sorry. I grabbed his face, I was like, I'm so sorry. Like I rubbed his face like that. We were sitting on the bleachers and we were both getting milked on. He's looking at me while I'm crying, like checking on me. And like he rubs my leg and is making sure I'm okay. And I rub his arm. Like we were still checking on each other all these times. Like, and in that moment after the chopping block, and I realized he was never there for me, it made me hysterical because I was like, this man doesn't care.
Once this all went down, you guys are no longer in a couple. We saw things really shift. And I think this is really when people deemed this as like the crash out era, where you're no longer in a couple, things are shifting, you're kind of starting to spiral because you're losing him. Were you aware of how unhealthy things were getting between the two of you in the villa?
Yeah.
Like you felt it?
I did.
Did it feel like it had gotten bigger than you? Like, or were you just trying to save the like, what were you trying to do in that moment, you think?
Can you reiterate the moment?
Like, you...
I'm so sorry.
I know, I got it. Let me just read it to you right here. I have a perfect example. The internet was extremely upset when you called Jeremiah a pussy ass bitch.
Right.
And then there's also the other side of the internet who are like, damn, if that's what you guys considered bad, you would fucking hate to see me on Love Island. Regardless of how the internet feels about it, there was a lot of name calling and all the things, like what pushed you over to the edge to start kind of like using a little bit more profanity?
So at that point, I just felt like he kept winning. It really upset me because like it just felt like the stars were just aligning for him and everything was fucked for me that whole time. I was on top of him about twice. This man doesn't check on me. Then he's on a date and I'm crying by myself. Like, then he comes back happy as can fucking be, enjoying his day. Still doesn't give a fuck. Like, it's just like, damn, all that shit you said to me, where is that? And I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, damn, I'm stupid as fuck for sticking around. Like, and just giving this man my all. Like, I'm dumb for that. Because even in that moment, even after everything he did, I was still checking on this man. Like, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have never done that. And, you know, like people are saying, oh, like it's so bad that you called him a pussy ass bitch. Be so for real. You know how many people called a man a pussy ass bitch?
Me.
Right.
My ex-boyfriend, if you're watching.
my
bitch. He is a fucking pussy ass bitch.
No, but like mine was recorded. Like, I should be like, when you're texting with your friends and your man just fucking did shit like that to you or something, you can text your friends and be like, fuck that man.
You fucking piece of shit, loser ass little bitch boy.
Yeah.
I will fucking ruin your life.
Let's hold on. Pause.
Let's calm down.
I'm weak as fuck. But
I'm
like,
getting triggered.
She's like, hold on.
And also.
And now that's a ribbon. Like they're like
we literally go back like the trauma.
Like that one moment.
No, but it's real. It's like, why are you being held to this standard? Again, I'm not condoning it, but I'm also
it's
I think
not the best way to do things. No. Like,
but it's
really
also
not.
It's like, is it a crash out? And I think again, this is a big conversation. If this was a man versus a woman, it's like when you see a crash out, we have seen men on reality TV punch a fucking hole through a wall. We have seen them flip furniture. We have seen them throw things at people. We have seen people literally talk about, I will fucking kill you, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying it wasn't a lot when you did it in the moment. I think because you were the only one at that level, it also kind of exacerbated you, and there was a spotlight and you're walking through and you're walking from the fire pit to the back and you're fucking, that I will give you, it was, I would have done that. You were like listening in on the conversation.
Girl, I did that a lot in this season. Cause I'm sitting here and I'm just like, I might as well do it by myself because I don't know who the fuck's gonna tell on me in here. So I'm sitting here, I'm just like, cause mind you, I'm hard of hearing. So I'm like trying to listen in and see if I can hear it. I'm like, I hope I'm getting this right.
Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Neutrogena. Summer is here and the sun is shining. You need powerful sun protection that feels light on your skin. Meet Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Sunscreen. This SPF 70 lotion absorbs fast with a smooth, dry touch finish, so you'll forget you're even wearing it. It blocks 97% of burning UV rays and is water resistant for up to 80 minutes. Lightweight, effective, and perfect for sunny days. It's just what your summer needs. Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Sunscreen. You can't feel. Shop now at Target. There's obviously a lot of focus on you and like, but obviously there were two people in this dynamic. Do you think Jeremiah has taken any accountability for what he caused within this relationship?
Not that I've seen. I haven't seen really much. Every time someone says something, I feel like he's always just like, anytime, like I saw that interview with Kai Cenat and Kai was saying that I was crazy or something. And then Jeremiah's doing like, like, do I think anyone should be getting hate? No. I'm going to say it like it is and say exactly what happened and be honest. What another individual does is beyond me. But I'm not going to sit here and laugh and be like, if someone's hating on him, I'm going to be like, ha. Like, I'm not doing that.
Do you think you're being held to the same standard as Jeremiah in the accountability around the toxicity of this relationship?
What I will say is he got out of the villa before I did. He had a chance to write his own name before I did. He got a pretty face. Like, he's sitting here and he's just like, I'm so charming. And I'm like, and it's just like, okay, cool. You are painting your own narrative. That's fine. You're saying whatever you want to say. That's fine. But I'm going to say how it really fucking is. And I'm going to say exactly what the fuck happened and exactly what I was feeling. Because until today, no one truly knows what the fuck I was feeling. And no one knows what was going on. Not everything was shown.
Let's close the chapter on Jeremiah. Give me your synopsis. What the fuck happened? What do you think it was now that you look back?
I think that personally, from what I was feeling, now I won't know, but from what I was feeling, I felt like everything was great. got intimate, things started changing a little bit. Told him I was a mom, things started changing a lot of bit. Like a lot of things kind of like people were getting in his ear, things were changing even more. A lot of those things happened. I was getting more needy because I was scared that he was feeling indifferent. He has every right to feel indifferent. Even if he felt indifferent about me being a mom, that's fine. But like, talk to me about it. And you're telling me every second that we're fine, you're good, you're fine, we're good, we're good. And then your actions are showing otherwise. It's like, okay, I'm going to be upset about that. I'm not going to be like, that's fine. Like, especially if we're supposed to be working on our relationship.
Do you think you were love bombed?
Yeah. Plain simple. I think I was. In all complete honesty. I know that he feels indifferent. I don't think he fully understands the capacity of love bombing. He thinks that love bombing is just gifts and shit. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what I heard. I'm just like, that's not it. That's not all of it. Looking at me all the time and being like, I'm just kidding. And mind you, at the beginning of the season, take it from me. Around all my friends, I'm around my daughter 24/7. I'm always saying, okay, love you, bye. Love you, bye. Because I say I love you to everybody. Life's too short. You know, life is too short to not say I love you. And I forgot, like, I hadn't been dating like that at all. Like, it had been since like October or something. Like, I literally was not in the dating world at all. I'm so used to saying, okay, I love you, bye. Even when any of like the people and staff and whatever were like doing things with me beforehand, like in the hotel and whatever, like people, I would always say, okay, love you, bye. That's the type of person I am. I'm a very lovey-dovey person. And I had to catch myself a few times because I kept saying, okay, love you, bye, like to Jeremiah.
I remember that moment. There was like one moment where we saw you say like, love you, bye. And you're like, oh, wait, no.
Yeah, I think I did it a couple times. Like I was, and I had to train myself like, ooh, don't do that. Cause I didn't mean to. It was not intentional. But he would look at me and be like, just kidding. I like you. Like he would do that to me a lot. I don't know if any of that was shown, but he would do it so much. Especially in bed. Like he would do that all.
Yeah, we never saw that in bed.
All the time. How could you not fall for somebody? How could you not feel like, do you know what I'm saying? And it's like when he's saying love bombing is gifts and whatever, from what I was hearing on social media, I don't know if he said more, but that's what I heard. And yeah, it's just like, and I seen him doing those things, just like, okay, love bombing is not just gifts and shit. It's a lot more to it than that. Being super physical with me all the time, lovey-dovey really fast, right away kissing a girl on the cheek, like those things, like it's just like, okay.
How did you feel when he got kicked off the island?
I cried. I hate seeing people upset. I hate it. I'm a big empath. Like my friend's crying over something, I'm usually crying with her, like a lot of times, especially if I relate. And you know, like I have serious concern for a lot of people's feelings. And when he got dumped from the island, I was like, damn, like that's not what I wanted. It's not like I'm sitting here, I'm like, fuck yeah, I got dumped off the island. Like I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn. Even though he was doing exactly what he was doing to me, to Andreina, like he did the exact, like literally verbatim, like the exact same fucking thing. Like every single thing. Down to the chill days. The whole little from across the room, Me and Taylor clocking this shit from across. We're just looking at each other like,
is this really fucking happening again?
Exactly to the, it's like he reads a textbook.
Was that hard for you to watch?
Yes. Oh my God. I had to sit there and I'm just looking at them doing it from afar and I'm like, and that's when I started getting the ick. I was like, what is wrong with you? I'm like you're sitting here and you're just like from across the room with the same exact things he would do with me. And it's just like, okay, now I get it. He is a love bomber, but I made sure not to speak to them about each other. I never did. I wanted them to have their own ideas of each other and create their own.
Okay, so I think we can close the Jeremiah chapter.
Yeah, that man does not deserve to have his name in my mouth.
We're done.
Amen.
Let's talk about Casa Amor, bitch.
Casa Amor.
Tonight.
Oh my God, he was saying my name, Huda. He was saying all the time. Huda and Chris. I'm like, okay.
You're like, say it again.
That's my name.
Okay, going into Casa, did it feel like a fresh start? Like, what were you looking forward to?
I was hype as fuck. The whole time I was sitting in the freaking villa, I was like, damn, When is my man gonna come in here? Like, when is this gonna fucking happen? I'm sitting here having me time 24 fucking 7. Like, I know TJ don't want my ass. Like, bitch, I knew exactly who he wanted. Like, I'm doing my best here. I'm like trying my best. Thank you for the practice.
You took it like a champ.
Yeah, I was like, options are coming. I'm fine. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not your cup of tea. That's fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
So were you nervous at all? Because I know the Casa boys maybe got to see like a couple clips or whatever the amount was that they got to watch of the actual season.
Mm-hmm.
Were you nervous of how they were going to perceive you because of your situation with Jeremiah?
Hell yeah. I was sitting here. I was just like, okay, great. So they're all gonna think I'm crazy. Fabulous. I'm walking in here. I'm just like, and I'm even like, I'm thinking in my brain. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit here, going into this, happy as fuck, and I know that these guys watch everything. Is this gonna fuck up like, I'm like, damn it. The beginning, the guys are being buddy buddy, can't explore. I fucked up my thing in the beginning by being too close up. Can't explore. This dude doesn't want me. Can't explore him. Going into Casa Amor. Thinks I'm a crash out. Great. Girl.
You could only go up from there.
Yeah.
That's a positive way to look
And I
at
think
it.
I surprised a lot of the Casa boys. Like, I
Yeah.
really did. The number one thing they all kept telling me was like, Huda, you're cool as fuck. They're like, you're actually really fucking cool. I'm like, what are they doing? Like, what? Like, why do y'all all think I'm like terrible?
Going into Casa, I mean, people talked about how they really respected you because you tried to literally explore with everyone. And I think a lot of people respected that.
Thank God.
You connect with Chris, but so did Shelly.
Mm-hmm.
What was your understanding of how she felt about him?
So from the beginning, when I first saw him and we were sitting next to each other at the fireplace, at the fire pit, I was always making side jokes. I don't know if any of these are showing on camera, but like I was always making little side jokes. He would laugh at everything I said. And humor is so big to me in relationships. Like, as I'm goofy as fuck and I need a goofy person. I was a fucking theater kid. Like, I'm very goofy, very weird. Like, we love that. So I'm sitting there making like little jokes, and I have a lot of sarcasm. Like, I do a lot of sarcasm. I roast the fuck out of people. I have a guy best friend and a girl best friend, like, and we're all the same way. It's like, it's just my sense of humor. Some people, they're very sensitive and they can't take that type of humor, and that's okay. Like, it's not the end of the world. I just won't make those jokes with you. That's fine. But like, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm just having these jokes and doing sarcastic comments, and he is eating the shit up, and I'm like, hell yeah, you think I'm funny? Like, fuck yeah. Because in the villa, no one gave a shit about nothing I would say. I say something, it's I'm just like, okay, great. And I'm in this Casa Amor. Oh, we love Huda. She's great. I'm like, yes, like, you guys like me. I was like, thank God. Because I was so isolated. I was like, you think I'm funny? Like,
Okay, so you though knew that Shelly kind of was interested.
so I knew she was interested in him.
Okay.
Obviously she picked him for the kiss. When I didn't pick him for the kiss, it literally wasn't a I'm not interested in you. I literally said, and Bicha, I don't know if it was shown, but I said in Bicha how I don't know who I want, which is true because I want to get to know you. Learning from my mistakes. I want to get to know them. That's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, of course I don't know who I want. JD picked me. I didn't pick JD. That was not my decision at all.
So can you clarify, did you bring Chris back to the villa for you, for Shelly, or for both of you?
For both of us. I've literally said this so many times.
Explain it again because people still don't get it.
I've said it so many times. I literally said, I'm sitting there in the dressing room with her. I have this great idea. Chris likes me. I like Chris. Chris likes you. You like Chris. I haven't found a match in here. I haven't even explored him because I'm thinking he don't want nobody else because you're making it seem that way. But I took a chance last minute. So crazy how cards play out. So crazy. Take a fucking chance. And I go and I bring him for a chat. We have a conversation. Goes well. He likes me. I like him. Cool. Great. We're interested in getting to know each other. I can get to know somebody. Cool. First time in a minute. Great. So I was like, okay, I have this great idea. Let's do this. I'll bring Chris back. You with Ace. That way you can still explore Chris and I can explore Chris as well. And you can still explore Ace. Like, it's a happy, I'm sitting here being like, We're gonna be great. Like, this is great. Like, we're happy as fuck.
That all made sense to me. So then, like,
and I don't want to be territorial anymore. That's the other thing. Like, I'm trying to completely change. Like, I'm trying to be a better person, not just like as myself, but in relationships. I'm trying to be better.
So what the fuck do you think got lost in translation between you and Shelly?
Beats me. Like, I'm sitting here, and this is the thing. Like, I felt like everyone kept talking about me, and no one was talking to me. No one was asking me, so what is it, XYZ123? Like, what did you say specifically? What this and this and this? And I think there's like little relationships in there that are a lot stronger than me and other ones. And no one gave a fuck about my opinion. I would try to talk about things in a lot of scenarios where there's a lot of situations where I would be like, hey, can I talk to this about you? Or do you think this? And people would dismiss me multiple times in the villa. I felt like I had no one. Like, I wanted to talk about things with people, and no one would give a fuck. And I think that a lot of people were just talking to Shelly, and there was things that were said that weren't said. And it's just like, you're dragging shit and you're making things seem otherwise. And that fucks me up. Now everyone is ganging up on my ass, and all you could have done is had a conversation with me.
Okay. There were so many conversations about like who's being a girl's girl. Can you, from your perspective, explain to me, how do you balance friendship while competitively trying to pursue love?
I think that in the villa, people would always tell me, even when I was with Jeremiah, they're like, everyone's here to explore. Everyone's going to explore. You're not closed off. Everyone's going to explore. Things are, you can't take it too seriously, blah, blah, blah. No one owns anybody. So I'm taking all of these things that people are telling me to try to learn this process and kind of like do it better. And I'm carrying that with me. And in that being said, I'm getting shitted on for it. And everyone had their opinions on us too. This is fake. They don't really like each other. Because in Casa in general, like, I really kept a lot of things to myself just from me being so expressive about Jeremiah in the beginning and how that played out for me. It's like, I don't want to tell everybody everything. Like, I don't.
Okay, I have to ask, this is a little bit of a pivot, but the moment with Amaya in the Standing on Business Challenge, why did you not speak up for her?
I wanted to speak up in that moment. I think I was trying to, and then everyone kept talking over me. And it was a thing where, like, if I yelled, they'd be like, Huda, be quiet. Da-da-da. And I'm just like.
Yeah, well, that was fucking rough. Okay, you better be fucking honest with me right now.
Come on.
What really happened between you and Ace in this goddamn heart rate challenge?
Oh, why is everyone thinking I went too far?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you know when I was doing it was like the dominant versus submissive challenge?
Yes.
Where like I kind of just go like to everybody? Not to everybody, to Jeremiah. I did the same thing to all the guys.
Wait, okay, slow down.
From dick up. Like I went like.
Okay, wait. There's a clip of your gorgeous bodacious ass turning from you forward facing to him to you doing a little spin around, ass near face, and then it cuts, and then we see you guys like getting up. And the theory online is that you put your ass in his face. Is that true? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because it's so funny. I'm just like, that is not what happened.
Like, did you ride his face a little bit with that ass? Were those ass cheeks a little round his?
No, I think that's too far. Like, that's a no-go. My butt, I think, was like on his stomach area, like this area right here.
Okay.
And I was twerking. And it was like 2 seconds too. I went da-da-da, and I got up. I'm so dead ass.
So there were no cheeks suffocating?
No.
Facial?
The only thing that ever happened was when I accidentally fell on Taylor in that fucking woodchuck wood challenge shit. Like, that is the only time.
Taylor's like, I fucking love my life right now.
I flew back. I was like, fuck. I literally said, I'm so sorry. I get up. I'm looking at Jeremiah. I'm like, fuck. Like, I fucked up. I did not mean to do that. No, I did not put my ass on whatever the fuck Ace's face. That did not happen.
Okay, more importantly, where the fuck did you learn how to shake your ass like that?
Girl, I learned. Even when I had like no booty, I learned. My friends taught me. Girl, I would be there in the mirror just practicing. I would take little videos of myself trying. I remember when I started to get a little booty from working out. I remember I would literally be like, oh my God, it's moving.
Oh Oh my God, it's jiggling.
Like it's moving. Like
Progress. Girl, that is a fucking skill.
Thank you.
Okay. We got to talk about Chris. Now let's get like a little bit more into the weeds here because motherfucking shit, this shit went south. Viewers were excited for you to have a connection in the villa.
Yes.
And you guys get back and we do quickly kind of see issues start to arise. A big issue in you and Chris's relationship was that he felt like you were touchy privately, but not publicly. Why? And I know you said it was because of Jeremiah, but like, can you really describe why you did not want to do PDA with him?
Okay, so like in my brain, it's like, okay, undercovers, private. In a separate room, private. I don't like, and mind you, I was doing it with Jeremiah, but like until I see it in my face, like for example, like an Iris and Pepe would do it all the time to piss me off, like just to be funny. They'd be like, Huda, look away, and then they'd be kissing, and then I'd look over and I'm like, oh my God, like I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to do that. Also, the entire time with Jeremiah, everyone has their opinions on our relationship because we're so touchy in front of everybody. It's like, maybe I don't want people to have their opinions and talk about us and whatever. Like, I